The man never imagined that right after being reincarnated into another world, he would run into a fox transforming into human form. Seeing how adorable he was, the fox immediately decided to give him a full meal. Little did she know that the cute baby in front of her was actually a 30-year-old man. Not long ago, Jack had been chosen by a goddess and reincarnated into another world. The goddess granted him an initial level of 1002, but his king father mistakenly believed that he was a useless child with only level 02. To preserve the royal family's reputation, the king directly abandoned Jack in the wilderness. To prevent being attacked by wild beasts, Jack had no choice but to use magic to create a protective barrier and lift himself into the air. Just as Jack thought he was safe, a massive demonic fox suddenly appeared behind him. Fortunately, Jack used his barrier in time to block the demon fox's surprise attack. He then created multiple small barrier cubes and hurled them rapidly at the demon fox. Seeing that the damage was too weak, Jack shifted his attention to a nearby giant tree. He used his barrier magic to control several large trees and smashed them toward the demon fox again. The demon fox was knocked straight to the ground. Jack pressed his advantage and forcefully lifted an entire small mountain. Seeing this scene, the demon fox immediately surrendered. In the end, Jack decided to spare her life. The demon fox explained that she had planned to eat Jack to replenish her magical power, but never expected him to be this strong. Jack didn't want to explain too much, so he pretended to be the reincarnation of the demon king. To his surprise, the demon fox believed him. From that day on, she decided to follow Jack as his servant. But just as Jack was about to take her under his command, he collapsed from hunger after not eating for a long time. Seeing this, the demon fox immediately transformed into human form and planned to personally feed Jack. At that moment, a man appeared and interrupted them. After learning that Jack had been abandoned by the king, he came out of pity to adopt him. He even brought delicious dairy products with him. The food was clearly extremely tempting to Jack. Drawn by the food, Jack followed the man back to his home. The demon fox also became Jack's personal maid. In the blink of an eye, 9 years passed. The peaceful life gave Jack the desire to leave. To avoid hurting his adoptive parents, he used magic to create a clone identical to himself. At that time, his adoptive father called him outside, mistakenly believing Jack's magic level was low. He wanted to teach him some swordsmanship for self-defense. Because his adoptive father was a renowned powerhouse in the region, Jack put a protective barrier on himself. As Jack stepped forward and struck with full force, he directly split the wooden sword in half. The adoptive father was shocked by Jack's monstrous strength and tentatively swung his sword at him. Unexpectedly, Jack dodged it with ease. At that moment, the adoptive father seemed to realize something. After all, that attack couldn't be avoided without years of training. However, he didn't expose Jack's abilities. After returning to his room, he began to suspect that Jack might be a demon reincarnation. The next day, the adoptive father's territory was attacked by bandits. He led troops to suppress them but fell into an ambush. Although he barely escaped alive, the army suffered heavy losses. When everyone was feeling utterly defeated, Jack secretly used magic to heal their injuries. After that, Jack planned to teach those bandits a lesson for his adoptive father. But after scouting the area, he discovered that regular soldiers were mixed in as well. This meant the enemy most likely had access to their information. Jack decided to investigate personally. However, the scene of Jack and the maid flying through the sky was seen by his younger sister. Meanwhile, Jack quickly infiltrated the enemy's base. Before the enemy leader could even react, Jack immobilized all three of them. One of them tried to provoke Jack, but was slapped straight into the wall. The other two were so terrified that they immediately confessed their identities. They turned out to be soldiers from a neighboring country. Their goal